So it's been a while since I did a work video. That's not a good thing. That's not a reason to party. Stop that. No, I haven't been partying. Roll the intro. So enough of the sillies. Hopefully this will look. Like the first, what was this? Like a few seconds. Touch my hair. Sorry. And I was saying straight over. That's not the point. I may look terrible today. I know that's nothing too unusual, but today I feel worse. And that's partly to do why there hasn't been many work videos pumping out just lately, because I've been mainly trying to get things finished rather than developing, if that makes sense. And it hasn't all been going great, I must admit. For example, I told you, I think, that I was taking my leather pieces and my aluminium pieces separate. And I've mostly finished my leather pieces. They're not perfect, they could be lined, they could be made so much better. But I'm not a leather worker, like I say. I mean, I tried my best. I actually took a few pictures with a very helpful friend the other day, and hopefully I'll flash those up on the screen now. And tell me what you think of the shooting style, because most people go for like ordinary white backgrounds for their studio shot type things, and I was going for something a bit dark, something a bit more to reflect the reflection shots I did of my red pieces. And so let me know what you think of that, of those photos. But the aluminium side of the pieces, I'm having trouble hanging them. My first idea, well, one of the ideas that I really liked was to drill holes in them, put a piece of tube through it, like a piece of brass, and then put a piece of wire or a cable through that. And that was to make it look a bit fancy, so I didn't just drill holes and stick something through it. But I'm having such trouble lining up the holes properly because the aluminium I used was so thick to begin with, and the way I shape it. In some places it's almost like half a centimetre thick, and then when you're drilling diagonally through it, it equates to something crazy like over a centimetre of aluminium. And when you're trying to line up two holes that follow a curve, yeah, so that hasn't been going so well. And then I went with this idea of maybe using just like nuts on the end of the chain wire, whatever I'm using. Put little holes in my piece, poke the wire through, nut on the end of it, so it's like looks like a nut on the piece, but it'd be smaller than a nut. However, these have been sitting funny, and the way they come out the back's a bit fun. Like, I'll put some more pictures up. That was terrible. Bit better. So if I put these pictures up, you'll see that if I drill the hole at a diagonal, the nut doesn't sit flush on the front, but if I drill it square, the wire comes out the back funny. And that's not particularly something I wanted. I've played with right angles coming out the back of my piece. I've got a right angled piece of tube, but that I didn't like the look of that either. I didn't think the angular look went very well with the not natural, but sloped look of my pieces. So that's a bit hard. Plus I'm trying to keep the clasp as simple as possible, because I don't want I am planning to still put pieces on other parts of the body, and I don't want the clasp or the actual chain or whatever to be a major part of the piece. I want that to almost be invisible, but I don't want it to be like look cheap and nasty. So it still needs to be thought out, it still needs to be simple, but not distracting from my actual piece, which is quite hard, I must admit. I did find out that while I was experimenting with a lot of different materials, that silicone tubing actually grips very well on some acrylic tube I bought. And I thought about maybe using that to create a seamless, because I could cut a piece of silicone off, squish it on the tube, and it would create a seamless join. And you can really tug on that thing. and it doesn't come apart very easy. I mean, you really have to quite pull it hard to get it apart. And so I was trying to think of a way of maybe using that. I have an idea of where I put it through the hole, it goes around, but I actually put like a wire or something on the inside of the tube, so it actually gives it a bit of shape, otherwise it's just going to hang. The only problem is the silicone is it might just not suit, like the feel, the look, it might just not suit the piece, and I've got to wait a couple of days until I can get back into the workshop to try that idea out, unfortunately. So what else have I been doing? Today, I've been putting up about 4 or 5 posts on my reflective journal, which I've been doing throughout the year. I think I'm up to about 80 now, which is pretty good, I think. I redesigned my business cards with 5 different designs. What else did I do? I caught up on all the sketchbook work that I talked about today. What else was there? Oh yeah, I even started to look at packaging and the ways I could send my pieces, and if there's more. And I was thinking, if you use sort of cardboard, you can get like the recycled cardboard, which is slightly more ethical than, you know, just chopping down more trees and using that. I also had an idea for like a leather pouch that you sort of fold the piece up in and it sort of clips on the top. However, I think that's going to be very expensive to make, and that would be for like extremely high-end pieces, which I don't mind doing. Like, it would be lovely, but I'm not sure how many people would want to buy my things at the moment for the price that would probably cost. So it's just been a lot of work. I hand in less than 2 weeks, which is scary as all hell. I can't believe this is my last year of uni, so hopefully I've done good. Anyway, I said this was going to be a quick video. I think it's dragging on a bit now, so I shall let you respond to everything I've said. I just wanted to give you a quick update and be like, oh, I haven't forgotten, like I haven't given up on doing this, it's just I've been so busy. Like, I think in 3 days I put about 30 hours into the workshop, and that's just the workshop time. That doesn't include when I get home from the workshop and do more work, so probably do at least 12 hours of uni work a day, I imagine. Most days, anyway. Because, like I say, even if you only go to uni for like 6 hours, I still tend to do another 6 when I get home, so it's just tiring. I've never felt this like total exhaustion in my body where like my mind's ready to go, but my body's just like Anyway, let me know what you think of the photos, my ideas. If you have an idea on a simple clasp idea with necklace and how to join things together, do let me know. It's be lovely. And yeah, hopefully I'll bring another one soon, in at least 2 weeks, because by then I'll have finished and I'll be able to tell you everything, and let's hope it's good. Anyway, like I say, comment, give me ideas, like it, dislike it, whatever. It's always nice to hear from you guys. And I shall go and do some more work. So thank you for watching. Sparks out!